Carnival
with Jimsy.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Sweet Sweet Carnival. I'm your host, Jim Z. Thanks for tuning in. In this episode, we were on the gorgeous Carnival Pride, one of the Carnival's smaller ships. There are 5 of this Spirit class ship, if you include the Luminoso that came over from Costa. It's a great ship. Even though it's small, I love it. You have a frequency of running into the same people much more often, which means making friends more often, which we did on this cruise. We met some great, very interesting and wonderful people, and hi. And also, I love the balcony on the room that we get. It is called a Vista Suite. Don't confuse that with Vista class ships. The Vista Suite we had is on deck 7 on the back starboard aft corner, and the deck wraps around to the side, which I really love. It's not the biggest suite on the ship, as I explain later in the video, but I'll also explain later why I love that class ship, that balcony, and that type of room. Before we get started, I invite you to like and subscribe to this page. You can also leave me comments and questions below this video, or feel free to email me at sweetcarnival@gmail.com. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get going with the show. All right, here we go with the deck plans. The room is 7347 on the starboard side of deck number 7, veranda. And it is, of course, a wraparound rear balcony on the corner of the ship. Now, I didn't have a good view from any of our ports, so this was the best I got from the embarkation. But I can show you from the Carnival Spirit, the same room, same location. Of course, it is a beautiful wraparound balcony with a gorgeous view of the water, the islands, and the sunset. This room comes with your standard suite amenities, which include priority check-in and boarding, early access to your stateroom. That means you get to drop off your bags, and if your stateroom's ready, you can stay there. Your room attendant will let you know. If it's not, you will have to leave and come back at the designated time. You also get priority luggage delivery, 2 large bottles of water, 1 complimentary bag of laundry. Now, this is in addition to whatever VIFP perks you may already have. For example, if you're Platinum, I believe a 7-day cruise gets you 2 bags of laundry, maybe 3 bags of laundry per person. You can add 1 more to that. So that's an additional bag of laundry that's very nice to have sometimes if you really need it. In addition, you get guaranteed dining time preferences for the main dining room, priority debarkation at ports when arrival is after 9:30 a.m., priority water shuttle or water taxi or tender, I don't know, they keep changing the name, from the ship to the shore, but not from the shore to the ship. When you're going back to the ship, you're going to have to get in line and wait like everybody else. Sorry, no priority there for your suite. And you get priority debarkation at the completion of the cruise, in case you're in a hurry, got to catch a flight, or maybe you're getting on the next ship. All right, before we head to the room, there's a couple things I can tell you about this ship that might be of use to you. There are semi-automatic doors on this ship going in and out of areas like the Lido eating area. Some of them you just wave your hand right in front of, and some of them you physically have to touch. Not push, but just touch. For example, in this photograph, this is a touch one. The square ones or rectangular ones are touch ones. The round ones are wave your hand past them ones. Now, the touch ones aren't always obvious where they're going to be because of where the fire doors are located and where they had to put these touch things. So it may not be very obvious. As you can see on the left side of here between the steps and the door, it's kind of away from the door, so you may walk up, look for the touch panel, and you just can't find it. Where is it? Where is it? It's over here. All right, so let's head to the room and let's find out what our walking time is from the nearest bank of elevators and stairways to the front door of the cabin. This ship, again, is a Spirit class ship, so a smaller ship. These decks have different colors, same artwork, but different colors. This deck is teal, deck 7 veranda. I saw orange and red and green, and I believe a navy blue. And altogether, the walk to the door is about 45 seconds. I apologize for the shaky video there. I didn't have my Steadicam with me. So you'll need your sale and sign card out of any plastic holder, which can sometimes be a little irritating. I prefer to just use the hole and loop the string through it, and then it's always accessible. However, if you do have the nice cover on it, your card probably stays a lot nicer than mine for a lot longer. All right, here we go. Let's go on in. We have a long hallway we first start out in when we walk in. Nice lights and mirror with mirror shelf there with your water on it, of course. These lights are all dimmable. I'll show you that in a little bit. Well, not all of them. This is the living room, I guess you would call it here. This can pull out into a bed, and I believe it would sleep another 2 if necessary. I don't know. I didn't pull it out. I apologize. I probably should have looked closer. But since the room states that it can sleep 4, it is my assumption that that is at least one of the beds, if not 2. There's a TV in that room, as well as a lamp and a nice desk. So of course you have your standard ice container and glasses, a telephone here and a telephone in the bedroom. This is where you get a lot of your paperwork from your cabin steward, and you have your cooler. Not a refrigerator, it's a cooler. Read the sign. Here's your bathroom with your granite double sinks. Well positioned, a couple of shelves on the sides there. Plenty of towels for the 2 of us, of course. Stepping up into the bathtub is a little high, to be honest. If you have issues with that, this might be a concern for you, because it's a regular tub height that you lift, but then on top of it are the glass doors. Adds probably another inch. It seems like a high lift to get your legs in there. But just like the other showers, it is a removable shower head, so you can take it off of the stand if necessary or leave it there. Of course, you have your shampoo and conditioner together in one, and your body gel. Once again, a couple of shelves, magnifying mirror. You have a couple places to hang some towels or clothes. There's one just outside the door, and I believe there were 2 on the back of the door. Now, the outlet here, of course, is not common. I didn't have the adapter. That's European, and the same in the living room. There was one there that did not have an adapter in it, nor did I have the adapter. So we were a little short on outlets, standard outlets. Here we come into the dressing room, I guess you call it, and our cabin attendant, Mohammed, wrote on our mirror there because it was our 25th cruise with Carnival. It was very nice, very pleasant surprise. You have a small bench there. There is an outlet there that does work. Nice area for setting up. This could be makeup or dressing. You have your hair dryer. Now your hair dryer, in case you don't know it, you have to hold that black button down for it to work. And as soon as you let go, it stops. So you have to keep holding it. Okay, so we have a couple light switches here. And as I mentioned, some of the lights, when you hold those switches, they will dim. It's just the big ceiling lights, not the fluorescent lights around the edge. So continuing on, we have a couple of doors here. This one, of course, the pocket door for the one side, and then you come through, where you can come through that from the living room or the other room, whatever you want to call it. Then you have the door into the bedroom on the outside of that, and then from the inside of it, you have another door into the bedroom. Then you have your closet, very nice sized closet, ample space, ample hangers, plenty of room. Some nice shelves there as well. the bedroom, very nice. Of course, it's the typical 2 beds pushed together, but they do a very nice job at it, and they're very comfortable mattresses and sheets on this particular cruise. USB ports, they're not speedy ports, but they get the job done. And you have, of course, a couple of lamps right there on your nightstand as well. In addition, of course, you have the drawers in the nightstand. And then as you come around and swing around and look at all of that shelf room that you have with a phone right up there as well. But you have this shelf right over the bed, as well as 2 light switches right in the center there. I think the pillows are kind of hiding them. But then we come around and you see that you also have a dresser here. Here is your safe, digital combination, whatever you choose. Whatever you choose to lock it is what you choose to unlock it. And of course some drawers there to be able to keep your supplies, including your laundry bag for if you have some laundry. There are those audio connections there. I don't even know if they work since they were a component. I did put an HDMI cable in the back of the TV from my computer and watch my own videos that way. I also did try just the drive to see if it was a smart enough TV to pick up the drive, and it did not. Coming back around, as you can see, plenty of room in this bedroom here. It is a very nice suite. Not as large as, say, a grand suite, not the largest suite on the ship, and certainly not as large as a captain's or a presidential suite. But I like this suite. I think it's cozy, I think it's very comfortable, and I especially like that balcony, which I'll get to and show you here in just a moment. We'll come back around just so you can see the opposite view of the room as you come around, and as if you're walking back in once again into your living room, bathroom and dressing room to the left, and now let's head out onto that wraparound deck. We're in the port of Baltimore today, and this deck is long along the back with a short spot just around the side. I always love these corner cabins because instead of just getting a 180-degree view, you get like a 270-degree view. You come out, you can see where we were, you can look behind, you can look over to the side kinda from the port side, but in this room here, you want to look down the starboard side, you walk all the way around and your balcony turns and you can see right down the side of the ship. I love that. I love having that ability. Of course, if you happen to be staying with friends next door, just like all the balconies, you can have the attendants open up that divider and have an even bigger balcony. It's very nice. And then you can see these windows from the outside. There are 7 windows, I believe, including the door from your cabin, all beautiful windows. Be laying in bed and just look right out at that beautiful blue sky. All right, well that does it for the Vista Suite on the Carnival Pride. What did you think? It's a unique layout of a room, isn't it? I kind of like it. And of course, that wraparound balcony, once again, I can't praise it enough. I just love that type of layout for that balcony. It's gorgeous. It's so fun to get around and move around on it. Anyway, if you're ever on one of the cruises I'm on, you can find me usually at the Red Frog Bar in the mornings with my Bloody Mary. Or I may have switched to Red's Remedy by then, who knows, but come on by and say hi. Always like meeting friends on the cruise ship. Until then, I hope your travels are safe. I hope you enjoy your accommodations on your next cruise, and I will see you on deck.